welcome to Community Kitchen. Today we're going to talk about eggs, and more specifically hard-boiled egg. Hard-boiled egg is a great snack and also something you can easily add to different recipes to increase the protein. Each egg has 7 grams of protein and it's pretty cheap. Today I'm going to teach you my trick to cook hard-boiled egg. I'm going to add these hard-boiled eggs to 2 different types of salad, a potato salad and a Cobb salad. And the first thing I need to do is cook and cool them. So what I do, I get a big pot, it doesn't have to be this big, and I just place them all in there. So I've changed pot, this is a size that's much more appropriate, and I'm going to cover them with water. So my eggs are all covered with water, floating a little bit. Gonna put that on the stove. So I've got my eggs here with water, put my element to high. As soon as it comes to a boil, I'm gonna turn off the element, gotta keep it covered, gonna put a timer for 10 minutes. At the end of that 10 minutes, they're gonna be done perfectly for hard-boiled egg. Voila. Perfect. For our potato salad, this is most of my ingredient, but I want to go ahead with the potatoes to peel and to cook them right away because I want my potatoes to cool off before I assemble the whole thing. And you don't always need to peel your potato. It depends on the skin. If it's new potatoes, the skin is really thin. Keep the skin on, have more vitamins. I'm gonna peel in little cubes and just boil them. I don't want it to get mushy, so I'm gonna keep an eye. As long as they're cooked, tender, but before they get mushy. I'm taking them off, I'm gonna cool it off in cold water. On your potato. Hello, I'm a potato peeler. On the tip of your potato peeler, sometimes you'll have a little indentation like that. This is perfect for taking little things off of your potato, like let's say something like that. Just poke, swirl, and just take, especially when you have eyes of potatoes that you want to get rid of. This is what this is for. Forgot to tell you that for the potato recipe, I have 3 pounds of potatoes that I washed and prepared here. So you have 2 eggs on your counter. One is cooked, like a hard boil, and one is raw. You're like, uh-oh, how do I figure out which one it is? Probably some of you know the trick. If you don't know the trick, what do you do to figure out which one is raw and which one is cooked? Try to turn. See, the cooked one keeps on turning, and usually the raw one doesn't even turn at all because it's still liquid inside, and the liquid is going to move and stop the motion of turning. This one's still turning. So this is, go ahead, crack it. It's your hard-boiled egg. For the Cobb salad, one of the ingredients that we're going to put on it is cooked chicken. If you have a leftover from chicken that is already cooked, go ahead to use that. If you don't, you can make it an easy way without using the whole oven to heat up the house is to just poach it on the stove, bit of water. You're gonna cook it, it's gonna come to a boil, gonna lower the temperature. It's not gonna be that long. I'm thinking 20 minutes, we'll see. I got my chicken in there with a bit of apple cider vinegar, water. I'm gonna add a bit of salt. I'm gonna bring it to a boil, put it cover, and check it till it's done. For the Cobb salad has a lot of different ingredients. Usually it is presented in a tray and you have the lettuce on underneath and you have rows of all the ingredients. Today the ingredients are going to be a little bit different because I don't have everything and because I made it more to our taste. So first of all, the lettuce. I have here a mix of romaine and curly salad. Wash, rinse, spin, cut, want it pretty small. Then I have my bacon. Go ahead and chop this. If I can find my knife. I'm going to change my cutting board. The bacon is cooked. It should not contaminate anything because we're going to eat it. But it might be people when making the salad that won't want bacon for different reasons. And I don't want to cut my vegetables on the cutting board that already had bacon cut. So I'm going to clear that up, change it up. Next, I'm going to prepare my tomatoes. If you have big tomatoes, just chop it up in little cubes. I have cherry tomatoes. I'm just going to cut them in two. Just so that when you bite on it, you don't squeeze all the juice out, squirts out, and attack your neighbor. And I could cut it even smaller than that in four. Next, I'm going to prepare my avocado. Has a little bit of a, it's not super perfect, like veins of browns inside. It's always tricky with avocado. You pay quite a bit and you never exactly know what you have. But this is still usable. So I've cut my halves in quarters and I'm just going to take the peel off. And the stem butt goes. Avocados are a great baby food. Babies, because it's a great source of vegetarian fat. A healthy vegetable fat in avocados. Great for babies. Mush them up. So we got avocados. My chicken is, I finished cooking my chicken. It was actually 10 minutes to poach the chicken. Now I'm gonna do the eggs. So here comes our hard-boiled egg that we had prepared earlier. In a Cobb salad, it's a little bit fancy with the egg. They want you to separate the yolk and the white and to chop them up. Wow, this is amazing. 3 yolks in very different colors. So you're just basically cutting up the yolk, make a pile of yolk and a pile of white. So in my bowl, I'm gonna try to keep those separate. I'm not too worried about mixing them up. I'm not too fancy. And alright, and now last but not least, my chicken. So there's breast, I'm just gonna cut them in chunks. Still a little bit warm. And to this recipe, I'm gonna add some cheese. In a Cobb salad, you often have like a stronger cheese, like a Cobb or blue cheese, but I don't have this today, so I'm not gonna put that. But I love blue cheese. I don't know if you guys love it, but I love it. So now what's left is I'm gonna do the dressing. So I have all my ingredients for my dressing here, and I need my recipe. I'm gonna mix it all in this bowl. Tell you clearly what I have. I'll start with red wine vinegar, 1/3 of a cup. Then we want a tablespoon size of Dijon mustard. There you go. Splash. We want a bit of sugar, 1 or 2 teaspoons. Just get the bite off of the vinegar. I'll just add 1. Don't like to add too much sugar in my dressing. Salt and pepper. Just like 1/4 teaspoon. Pepper grinder. I'm gonna add my olive oil, 2/3 of a cup. baby whisk here. I'm mixing all my ingredients. So I'm adding my oil and a little filet, stirring it, incorporating it, so that we have more of a uniform vinaigrette and not so separated. And the mustard is also what's gonna help to emulsify our vinaigrette, so that means like not separated. Ooh, better. So this is my vinaigrette. So got a nice big plate here. Let's start by making a bed of lettuce. I want to start with some avocado. So I'm adding this stuff like in the line. So this salad should make for like 4 serving. So I'm basically taking a quarter of all the ingredients here. And the tomatoes, just like a line beside it. Fancy it up. Giddy up. A bit more. Gotta put chicken.
So the salad is a great source of everything. It has like vegetable, it has protein, it has good fats. Excellent. So now we have our hard-boiled egg. I'm going to add my white here, contrast with the red. So the tomato, and put a little bit of yolk there. A little bit of yellow. So I still have to add my bacon and butter. Where should I put it? I'll put it here. A little bit more. There we go. And I'm going to add some cheese. Another ingredient that I didn't have that you could add is the chive, and you would just spread chive everywhere to make the presentation even better. And at this point,
There it is. Do salad. So on top of that, I'm just gonna drizzle my dressing. And when I'm ready to eat, just stir the whole thing up, and voila, Cobb salad. Potato salad. Got my potatoes, they're cooled, cooled. Here I've chopped up 2 branches of celery, half of a red onion, very fine. So I'm gonna add my potatoes to this. Okay, so now I'm ready for the dressing. I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So different vinegars and different recipes changes the flavor. There, I'm gonna add a cup and a quarter of mayo, probably all this thing. Got my mayo in there. I wanna have some relish, sweet relish. So they say about a third of a cup. It's a salad. For a salad, don't need to. This is about right. Add a bit of salt. They say celery salt. I don't have celery salt, but teaspoon. Dijon mustard, a teaspoon also. Again, eyeball it. That's good. A little bit more. Here we go. We're gonna mix all of that up. And then I'm gonna add the ingredient of the day, which is the hard-boiled eggs. Add a little bit of, and the hard-boiled egg. You can chop it up or keep it in halves, or I kind of have my halves, quarters. So that's one way of doing it, or just in like slices. 2 seconds.
Pardon?
Hi, Brian.
Hello.
So that was it for community kitchen for this week. We got the hard-boiled egg and the potato salad and the Cobb salad. Hope you enjoy. See you next time.